Well, in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
13 yards, first down, Packers. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Dalvin Cook, third-year back from Florida State. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On second down, Cook, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Mike's 50.
A first down throw for Mariota. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Zadarius Smith. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Room here to run. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 15. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A gain of 3, second down. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's a big play that time for the Packers.
A gain of 47 yards. First down, Packers.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They get Elton Jenkins, the second rounder from Mississippi State. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice if it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
At the 10-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mariota escaping the pressure right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
Here we go.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Chubb running right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now Cook running right. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Take 4.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Safe. Three. 98 to Mike. Man, I got you. Bang. Blue dog working.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. On 3rd down, Mariota. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Montravius Adams drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there.
You don't want it. Watch twitch.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Steps away to his left. And an alley to... It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing is Rodgers, and that's knocked away and incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And he's got room. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Now the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Following the interception here, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. 3. 1. Watch the ship. Watch the exit. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
To throw Mariota. Flushed out right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Curtis Samuel with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead will grow by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. Rodgers now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Rodgers to throw once more. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game, as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more.
Vikings 38, Packers 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Two former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer first down.
Packers 319.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Mike, 57. I got you, son. I got you, son.
Brings up second and 5 at their 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now Rodgers, and able to find Graham, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. He sets up the screen to Jones. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Rodgers again now. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Packers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be third and 6.
Joker. We are going. Run right. Switch. Kill. Hey, black.
They'll run it with Jones. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. To throw, it's Rodgers. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover the hit. And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rodgers throwing again. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers get a score closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now a give right side. It's Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering what it's going to.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Everson Griffin, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
That's taken on the 25. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10.
go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
One. 3. Alert 3. He's crashing. He's checking crash. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Throwing is Mariota. Taking a shot for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking on the midfield logo. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, defense. Left. One. Check 31. Kill. Hey, if you kill it, motion me out.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the